Hi, I'm Willie Mayette from PianoWithWillie.com, and this is a bonus lesson for rhythm changes. Now, I have a new 2-DVD set that's being released this week on rhythm changes, and we're also running a special on it. I'm going to put the link on the screen so you can go back to it if you're interested, or also click the link below this video in the description. It'll take you right to the sale page. Enjoy. All right, so let's get started with just the first part of rhythm changes, which goes from a 1 to a 6 to a 2, 5. Okay, so we're going to work on just those chords. And what I want to do is I want to show you how to do those rootless chord voicings, and also talk through a little bit of improvisation in this mini lesson. All right, down here I'm just going to play my roots. Okay, so B flat, G, C, F. Up here, I'm going to play the chord an octave higher, just so you can see the separation between the left hand and the right hand. All right, so when we start on the B flat, we start with our 7th and our 3rd. We add our 9th and our 5th for major chords. When we go to G7, again, start with your 7th and your 3rd. Of course, this could be 3rd and 7th, all right? But 7th and 3rd, you do either 7 and 3 or 3 and 7. There will always be one note between and one note above. I'll explain that in a second. So there will always be one note between and one note above. So I have my 7th and my 3rd for G7. Okay, I'm going to add my, this would be a sharp 9. I know it says B flat there because I have it set to all flats. Otherwise it would be keep going back and forth between sharps and flats. All right, and over here, this would be considered my, you could think of it as sharp 5, but usually when you have the flat 9, you say flat 13. So here's a G7 altered chord. And then when we go to C minor, here's a good example. I get my 3rd, and I have my 7th. It's going to be one note in between. I use my 5th and my 9th. And when I go to F dominant 7th, see how I can easily move from that C minor 7 down to the F7, just by moving that B flat down to A. Again, there's 7, there's 3, 9, 13. Right? So I could also change, go to C minor 7 up there. Okay? If you need more help with those types of rootless chord voicings, check out the piano chord series back at Piano with Willie. Now those chords I can do in my left hand. So B flat major, G7 altered, C minor 7, F dominant 7th. Okay? So I could do those in the left hand, and assuming that I'm going to have a bass player playing along with me. Or I could do, I could hit some of the octaves down there as well. All right? Okay, so now when we're going to improvise over a pattern like this, if I just use B flat major to G minor, to C minor, to F7, we could just use our B flat major scale there. All right? The reason for that is all of those chords, okay, have nothing but B flats and E flats in them. So all of those chords are from that major scale. Or we can also say that they are diatonic. So you see that I didn't have any other note in there. But now what about here? Now here, you notice that I have a note that's outside of the B flat major scale. I got that B right there. And when I have a G7 chord that's altered like that, we typically would play an altered scale. To create that altered scale, go up a half step, make a major scale, so it's A flat major, make it melodic minor by flatting the 3rd, and then take those same notes, just start on G. That's one of the coolest sounds in jazz, right there. Real cool sound. All right, we go to C minor 7, that would be my B flat major scale, and in F7 I could do the same thing, still B flat major scale. This time I just start on F. All right, that gets into modes. I have a lesson on modes as well. If you go back to the site, you can find that lesson on modes. All right, but basically, I just want to give you that little altered scale. All right. Because if you decide not to buy the lesson or become a member, that's okay. I want you to know that altered scale. So if I did that on, like, say, C, F, All right, so the other thing I want to talk about, well, two other things. Two-handed chords. I can now break these chords up between the left hand and the right hand. So you see how I have the same rootless voicing? I just added the root and the third down here. Check out what happens when I go to the G7. Okay? So I have my root and seventh in the left hand, and I have my third, flat 13, and then flat 9 here. I could have done sharp 9 if I wanted to, but I went to flat 9. And then C minor 7, root 3rd, 7th, 3rd, 5th, and then when I go to F7, check this chord out. This one's cool. Sharp 5, right? Flat 13, flat 9. Okay? So, neat sounds there. You can also do that. It's a nice upper structure triad. Okay? What I want you to clue into here is those root 3rds or root 7ths. So when you play rhythm changes, you could do just those root 3rds and root 7ths. Okay? Or you can, you know what, there's another chord I want to show you. I won't show it to you just yet. Alright, and then D minor 7, G7, and then C minor 7, F7. Okay? All of these chords are in the full lesson, and I played them there for you so you can pause the video and you can get them, but I explained them all in the video. That other minor 7 voicing I wanted to show you, that's C minor 7. All right? Definitely check out the Piano Chords series if you want to know about that. Okay? Those chordal voicings. Last thing I want to talk about is playing fast. You know, if I'm going to and then also, see this bass line? Okay. So I talk about the bass line in the lesson as well. Right now I'm just doing the first 2 measures, the first 4 chords. But when I'm playing fast, like this, what I suggest students try doing is stay very small, okay? And by that I mean don't try and like, you know, go up and down the keyboard, because you're probably not going to be able to do that effectively yet, right? So start very small. One good place to start is if you're in the key of B flat, you know, just the root, the 9th, the 3rd, and the 5th. So you see how I'm just like messing around with this? I can also come up here. There's one more note I could add on in there, the G, and it becomes a G minor pentatonic scale. Okay? So I stay small though. I don't try, you know, venturing out too much at first. Sorry. So you see how I can stay right in there, and what I'm trying to do is just work on getting the bass line along with some improvisation, going in the right hand, okay? And then as you build that up, then you can start to venture out. But if you're having trouble playing fast, I suggest that you stay within a small range and use just a few notes, okay? One last thing I'll leave you with is that, like doing that bass line in 10s. That's another idea that's cool. Sorry. What am I doing here? That's if you're just going to keep repeating that. So that's another cool idea, is to try doing those bass lines in tenths. Okay? All right, so that's just a little, you know, some little tips and tricks. You can try playing it. Again, if you want more information, go back to PianoWithWillie.com/12. Take a look at the Rhythm Changes DVDs that are on sale up until December 24th, and have a great holiday.